What am I broadcasting? I'm broadcasting this, so now we're just gonna go post in the league groups. My own Discord. There we go. Alright. Well, so we're the music ready. Players are slowly logging in. And I have my Discord all prepped and sorted. Oh, I could probably post on Facebook. Yeah. Hang on a second. How do I do that? I gotta go find my post here in Ultra. Can I copy the text? Yeah. Okay. And now I go to my Facebook. I click here. There we go. Alrighty. What's up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. We're getting ready for DH versus DH Hydro-Québec. I wrote DHQC because the HQC is Hydro-Québec. So I figured it was shorter. Let's get the one thing I do want to do is I want to get the scorecard back onto the game screen. That's something I haven't done in a while. So DH, and we're gonna go with DHQC. Let's start 0-0. I would love a fearless, like a style of fearless overlay, but I don't really know how to get that done. And I'm still looking into a way to like have an active Otacon tracker for like the early parts of the game. But as a one-man broadcasting show, you know, sometimes it can be a little bit hard. So yeah. Pull the league client up. Just have it here. Alright, so it looks like we're just missing Stardust. And then everyone on DH is going to be aligned. Waza apparently is not feeling too well tonight, so we are gonna wish him a swift recovery, and hopefully his cold is not going to hurt his performance too much. It's always a lot of fun to watch Waza play them video gamesies. So yeah. Once Stardust hops on, I'm pretty sure the lobby's gonna be made. But I think Blackwax is still in creating a lobby. I told the manager to keep tabs on inviting me for said lobbies tonight, so we shouldn't have any problems. I really have to start playing League of Legends. I've been grinding old school and watching anime like non-stop. Literally haven't done much outside of. Yeah. All right. Let me pull the Twitch window up real quick. Get my stream manager going, so we can have the place to run the ads. We do have a neat assortment of subscriber emotes and free to use emotes. We're just gonna put them in the chat real quick. We're working on some more emotes and even some animated emotes later on once my birthday passes by and I get a bit of birthday money. But we're going to be having a lot of fun, so make sure to use some of these emotes during the games if you want to cheer on for your favorite teams. Sunday we will be casting, but we will not be streaming. We'll be doing sort of more of like an offline cast. So if someone does want to join me on the desk for Sunday's cast, they just have to slide into my DMs and we can get that sorted. If someone wants to be the analyst on the desk. Of course, you need to be able to speak English, but you know, you can do some Franglish. I don't really mind. Our viewers understand both, but I'll only be communicating in English. But anyways, here we go. The lobby is being created by Mr. Blacky Waggies. And we should be getting into the game very, very shortly. Looking forward to it. Alright. I have a bit of bedhead today. I'll be honest, I got out of bed like an hour ago. I've been watching Black Clover all day, like all day. Cause like there's new anime from like Monday to Thursday, and then there's the another series that drops on Saturday. So Friday really like there's nothing going on. It's like the dead of winter, you know. So, but yeah, I think we're on like episode 30 something of Black Clover. And so far it's good. I like it. It's really reminds me of Fairy Tail, but like with more like hey yo, it's Pina who sent me the invite. Let's go, my boy Pina, the throat goat. Hola, friend amigos. Alright, so looks like we are going to be using Drafty LOL for today. It should be working better than Apex. I don't think we should be seeing any bans. I don't know if it carries on over for Fearless, so we're going to have like the toggle between both screens for you guys if there's a question in the draft. So no worries about that. I'm going to do my best to keep the Fearless champs like noted for the teams if they need it, and yeah. Okay, never mind. We're gonna be using Apex Esports apps instead. Alright, because Apex has a Fearless feature where the champions you can't pick are disabled. Alright. So we are going to see the debut from a Batan in the 80 carry position. So interested in seeing how that is going to work out. Did have a funny segment on the tier list regarding DHQC. But hey, we were pleasantly surprised with the changes, with the one change that the Mr. GC fan club made. Soma really coming in hot. For the series. DH, one of the only rosters that has formally just stayed without any changes. Had some substitutions in the preseason due to burnout and stuff, but the roster is back fully together. They've played. This is their This is their first complete year together, I believe. Yeah, because they got together like this summer. So looking forward to seeing what they can do at like the LAN ETS and other esports events. But this is their second league as a full roster. So we saw a lot of great things from them in the Mamago. Unfortunately, falling short in I want to say semis. But then they destroyed the third place match, though there was only prizing for like I think first and second place. So. Alright, here we go. I believe we're getting ready to start the draft, ladies and gentlemen. So, one thing we are going to have to know, for this week only, Mel is still currently disabled. And regarding feats of strengths, it's the one on 1.2. So, we've got 3 kills, first turret, 3 uncontested epic monsters. So, uncontested means, regarding grubs specifically, you have to get all 3 for the camp to count. But here we go. Let's see what we end up getting. I know Blackwax and Canadian Well have been cooking in the laboratory. But my boy Dusty, Star Goldie of the Deep Beyond, has also been glazing the cosmos with some funky picks. Alright, we're going to be taking away Skarner from a Wake Up and maybe as a flex pick from a Batan. This champion is just giga broken, tier -0. Shit's so strong that it's never seeing any nerfs, right? It's like, oh, you know, we like ignored him for like 13 years, so we'll give him a 13-year buffer before we make him unplayable again. Alright, Graga's gonna be banned away from both Dust and Pina. Was a rather good flex between both as they really enjoyed the champion. So it looks like Dust might be taking the focal hits here in this matchup. Keep in mind that Pina's champion pool fares very well into Ambessa, so I don't think an Ambessa ban will come through. We've got the Monkey King, the ook ak ak, coming through here against Wake Up. This champion overinflated, never sees any nerfs, currently stupidly strong, and against non-magic damage dealing teams is literally a god amongst men. We're gonna ban Caitlyn because, well, if you watched Arcane, bro, she got a gun and I can't breathe. Blow your head ass off. Alright, Hui gonna be taken away from Ghost Nation and Waza gonna be denied Victor. So we're instantly gonna go with the priority pick for Pina, the River King. Tom Kench locked in. Solid champion for Pina. Might have not the best early game, but honestly one of Pina's better champions by far. Keep in mind this is Fearless, so for games 2 and maybe if we do get to game 3, Tom Kench will be disabled. So whatever you see picked here cannot be picked again. Okay, so Batan gonna be locking in the Varus, and then we are picking up the Galio very, very early. I mean, Waza is a no Yone enjoyer, so that could be a little bit dangerous, but I can see them lacking a little bit of magic damage if they were to lock in an AD mid lane here. So we'll have to see what we end up getting, but are we going to... Okay, we are looking to just do the MF for Varus trade. Normally we do the Varus for Ashe or Callista trade, but we're gonna go with something low to the floor, low ceiling, easy to play. It's the first game of the tournament for these two teams, so we don't want to make the team comps too hard to play. MF pairs with a bunch of great supports, but are we going to pick our support here? Because Canadian Wales pool, this could actually be Canadian Wales pick, because our goddess Amanda has been known to flex the AP MF in the bot lane, but I've never seen Blackwax really play MF. So who knows? Maybe it's something he picked up in the off season in between the Sushi Dushi and Eternals. So we'll have to see. Okay, Young locked in for my boy Waza. We knew it was coming through. When you see Galio in the mid lane, you don't lock in a mage. And here's Stormwind gonna lock in the Big Dick Bessa. If you watched Arcane, you see how powerful this woman is. And goddamn, muscular women are. Bismillah, as they say, you know. But no, I'm still not an Alawi fan. All right, moving on to the second rounds of bans, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our solo lanes plus 80 carry potentially picked on both sides. We're gonna be banning Star Goaty's fucking Poppy away, so we do not get to see one of the best Poppies in North America. We're gonna be banning Vel'Koz away from Zensei? Is this a Galio support? Could this be the ultimate flex of all time, and Zensei just saying, fuck it, we ballin', I'm taking a Galio blind support? So we'll have to see. Alright, we're banning Lilia. Alright, so no Bambusi for us, or Venusi. Right, no, is Venison female, dear? No, I don't know. I gotta study my furry logic, but we're gonna be banning Braum away from Zensei. This man is a different being on Braum. He takes carry as Braum, throws it out the window, and says it's Zensei time, bitches! Alright, here we go. What's the blind pick? We got some boppers in the chat tonight. Okay, we're gonna... So, okay, so it is a Galio support. Alright. Wait. This could be Wake Up's Gwen Jungle. So we do not know where all the flex picks are going, you know. So far, Hydro Quebec are really spicing up the draft. No one knows where anyone is except the Varus. I'm pretty sure the Varus is the only 80 carry candidate right now. But let's see, what do DH have in store for us? Ooh, alright, Canadian Whale gives us that plant mommy. Man, you know, I could go vegetarian if Zyra was the only thing on the menu. Alright, 20 seconds left. We got a round off the comp. We kind of need a tank or another form of engage, because right now we have the Yon ultimate. And I don't like that. We need something for Dusty Wusty. Please, tell me Dusty's not playing Zyra. Dusty's playing Zyra! Ayo! Alright! Okay, so we've got the very simple, we land the ult, you all die. Wombo combo strategy. There's no Jarvan, there's no Anivia. It's just, I press R, I fuck your face. So it starts with Seraphine, into Zyra with Yon MF, and then we got the knockup from Tom Kench, and then he's gonna eat someone's asshole. Zensei gonna be piloting that Nautilus. So it is Gwen Jungle. We've got Galio mid and Besatov. Batan playing the most prominent AD carry on the patch outside of Kalista. And, yeah. Alright. Shit's crazy. Alright. This looks like an insanely hype game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. And I can't wait to bring you all that goddamn action. Alright, looks like the ready checks are going through. Get ready to start. As always, the Champion Select gonna run the 3 minutes of ads. Y'all know the deal. If you're subbed, you don't get ads. But essentially, we're just skipping through the draft because we already did the draft. So we'll be back basically when the spectator delay kicks in. And yeah, see you guys in a few short moments. Oh. Seizure and die. Just die. People die out there. I know. I watch Vegas. And I watch when are we watching Heaven's Field? We do have to watch Heaven's Field. Alright. Oh, stretch the muscles. Get in that cardio, you know. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Woo! Oh, don't crack the neck. Don't crack the neck, please. For the love of God, do not crack the motherfucking neck. I do not want to die. Whew. I almost was given seppuku. All right. So as indeed now, I'm going to be talking about the draft once we get back from the ads. But right now, we're just been chilling for 2 minutes. Let me get that cold wah baby. Ba-da-ba-da. A reminder that if you like this show and you want to see more content like this, make sure to drop a follow on twitch.tv/Fallen Sanctum or go on youtube.com/The Fallen Sanctum and give me a subscribe. We've got daily uploads, RuneScape, anime content, gacha gooning games, and so much more. Well, League of Legends, of course. But, yeah, daily motherfucking videos the entire year long. Never have to go a day without some goddamn banging content. And if you like my autistic ass, the channel memberships are also available. I think you can sign up for $3 a month. I get priority on stuff and working some kinks out or whatever. But if there's a special benefit you kind of want or whatever for YouTube channel memberships, honestly, just send me a message. We'll work something out. I was thinking about giving my members the ability to help me create a video once a month. So that's what I was thinking. I already have like a set schedule for the year, but we can replace some of the regular scheduled uploads by like consumer uploads, you know, and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and yeah. Alright, welcome back from the ads, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about the team comps real quick. We got the super I'm gonna dive your fucking face comp on the right, and we got on the left, we got the super omega press and ultimate. It lands, we press the go button comp. So in order for us to get good, DH is gonna have to land our ults, and Ambessa and Nautilus are really going to have to get good ultimates in. We're getting ready for skin roulette, ladies and gentlemen. The first skin roulette of the stream. Can we do it? SuperDeepBreath.com. Here we go. We got Coin Emperor, Top Catch, Wildfire, Zyra, High Noon Yon, Gun Goddess, Misfortune, KDA, All Out, Seraphine, Rising Star, Crystal Indominus, Nautilus, Varus, Swiftbolt, Gatekeeper, Galio, Battle Queen, Gwen, and Ambessa. Double Grass, Lethal Temple versus Aftershock. First strike on Misfortune versus Lethal Temple. So we got on-hit Varus. We've got quad teleports, baby. Ironically, we have double ghost here on the side of DHQC. It's going to be interesting to see, but here we are starting an offensive start on all three members here for DHQC. Looking like we're going for a mid bum rush. So we're going to have mid bum rush. Looking to maybe make a play. Forcing the flash here from Zensei, and Waza here forced the flash, but also following up. Very beautiful play from Sensei as always. Like I said in the tier list, this man has the cojones of a god king. And the biggest problem with a lot of supports in this day and age is they're scared to be like Hillisang. Sure, Hillisang dies a lot, but he commits to the play. Waza without flash, don't think it's going to be that impactful because Guangle, kind of useless in terms of the jungle early. Stormwing going to try and get a few trades, going to miss the second Q Lash, and it looks like Stormwing is not, we're not going to give a leash over to Guangle, but Wake Up is going to be starting on their red buff, and we've got Zyra here starting on the Wolves. Because with Zyra, you kind of have to stay near the camp you want to start so you can get the plants. Because you only have one ability to start off with. You don't get your seedlings to level 2. And it can be pretty hard. You can never really start W. Because if you start W, then you can't play the game. Alright, here we go. Farming up in the early game. This bot lane should be pretty safe from the side of Black Wax and Canadian Whale, unless we like inadvertently just get hooked every single time. Waza should also be able to mitigate the Galio damage once he gets his first back, but hopefully he'll be able to admonish. That's a lot of damage from the Q-Lash from Ambessa. Tom Kench really needs to be able to land his Tongue Lash, which is the Q. That thing you saw, massive heal come through. And a nice shielded Durand here from Ghost Nation. The Aftershock's gonna proc. Was down to 50% HP. We're fighting on the second wave. The level 2's been hit, but the Winds of War gonna do consistent damage over to Waza. Having no flash can be a little bit scary because Galio in the early game can combo if you disrespect him too much. The hook's gonna go wide. Canadian Whale swerving. Not gonna be part of Backshots Turbo. Waza taking a beating, having to eat all these. And we'll indeed see if it is on hit, Varus. I'm pretty sure it is. But the difference is on hit doesn't max Q. It's more of like a W max because you really get to use a lot of the abusive percent health from the Blighted Bolts, and the Blighted Bolts also will give you technically more on hit damage per auto, per rank in the skill. Alright, so here we have Stardust looking for a gang. Stardust not necessarily behind, but here we've got a route that's not going to land. Wake Up here, going to be in a little bit of danger. Going to find Stardust. Stardust here, force the flash. Sensei's getting low, and the first one could be on the line. Sensei lands another hook, but it's not going to be enough. Black Wax doesn't take the first kill, and if first blood goes over to Zyra. Very, very important. If a Zyra gets ahead, things are disgusting. Let me just fix the camera real quick. There we go. Alright, so Patan here, gonna get isolated, running a little low. Waza in a little bit of trouble. I think he's gonna go down, so that's a 1-to-1 trade. No flash, no way to escape. A little bit greedy, but here Pina might... Oh no, okay, Ambessa ran out of abilities to use. Just trying to over-the-shoulder boulder holder. And as you can see, Pina's dead here, yeah. Pina's just dead. But Zyra, with a nice start, gets access to the Faded Ashes. I see Gwen is going to take a recall. We're pinging that the Grump is up, but I think we're going to be going Nashers first. So 1100, sorry, like 1400 or whatever is Glowing Mode, Amtome plus Recurve Bow. Good threshold here for the side of good threshold here for the side of Wake Up. Yeah, the reason why I'm having trouble with this player's name is it used to be Simply BD, so every time I want to say Wake Up, I just want to say Simply BD. A nice Q3 here onto Ghost Nation. Ghost Nation going to be going Hollow Radiance first. And Waza just looking to get his Bladed Rune King as fast as possible. Sensei going to be making a rotation to get a ward here on the Infernal Dragon. There's a ward here put into the Raptor camp of Stardust, with Stardust now bot lane looking to get another bot lane ganking if possible, but the Ghost has been procced here by Ambessa. The teleport has been invested by Pina, and he might be in a little bit of trouble. He is almost able to get away. The cooldowns are not effectively available. The Soul Unbound here, and Ghost Nation taking a lot of damage, but Ghost Nation is level 6. If was level 6, maybe could have looked for the kill. Has to be careful though. Sensei in the bush, and we have no vision control about it. Stardust is going to find the pink ward while starting the dragon. And Waza now hitting level 6. Things could be pretty dangerous. But there is an Ignite about to come up here on Sensei. And we do have to be a little bit careful. Sensei here going to move towards the dragon. Going to spot Seraphine and Zyra doing the camp. But are we going to be able to do something about it? Going to use the Trench Through to be able to break a Zyra plan. Sensei here looking for a possible play onto Waza. The hook is going to... the root is connecting. The Canadian Well is making a rotation. We're 1-1 in objectives. But, wait, who died? Oh, yeah, Pina died top lane. Okay, so we're 1 kill away from the Feat of Warfare. It'll be very important that Pina plays a little more safely. But that Infernal Dragon should definitely help the likes of this Lethality. So wait, we're going Lethality Varus with Lethal Tempo? Okay. I've got a lot of questions, but I'd rather not ask questions from people who don't know how to answer questions. Pina looking to get the nom nom no me. Fucking slams Ambessa under the turret. And it's going to be able to equalize. We got 2-2 in kills, but Black Wax still not level 6. Batan with an XP lead here. But beautiful play by Pina. Stormwing though holding on to his teleport means that he won't really be punished too much. Pina has to look to take it back. The needleworks are coming out. And the feat of warfare, Pina not respecting Wake Up in the Bush. Probably didn't know about it. Should have probably just looked to take it back near his turret. The Berserker Game's not finished for Yon. Really big boots upgrades. Attack speed threshold has been met. So we are going to be looking to do things. We are going Yomu's Ghostblade first here on the Misfortune. There aren't really any tanks to worry about. Nautilus having like a Locket isn't really going to be the end all be all. And Galio, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what this MF can do. Stormwing here, gonna be able to get a plate and get away. We've got the grubs here spawning in 2 minutes. Right now, we are looking to not give up any more objectives that we don't have to. So we are 1-0 in feats here. And as they say in the LCK, you got 1 out of 2 sandals. If you can get 2 sandals, you get the upgraded shoes. Waza gonna get some good poke and sustaining through the Winds of War. Galio doesn't really have any damage yet, but Wake Up here has the red buff. Doesn't have the ult, but Waza gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, a nice ultimate to be able to save himself. And now Wake Up in a little bit of danger, but forcing the heroic entrance. The hero's entrance. And Ghost Nation gonna be gonna be forced to take it back here. But yeah, Wake Up getting a little bit greedy with the Hollowed Mist. Not gonna be able to play around that too well. Alright, here we go. Bot lane. Oh, okay. Pina going in for the all-in here onto Ambessa. Oh, beautiful knockup. We've got the tongue lash. Is it gonna be enough? And that's a solo bolo. Pina just kills Stormwing from full health. One combo. This champion has built no damage, and he just murdered the shit out of Ambessa. Alright, second dragon gonna be spawning here in 90 seconds. We got grubs in 20. And Pina gets a plate for himself. Now 2-2. Looking to get some good stuff done. But with this Gwen a little bit accelerated, we've got the Nasher Stoof, and that's the first point of priority. However, Stardust up about 3 camps. Down a kill. And Black Wax just gonna look to get as much money as he can from okay, so wait, we are going on hits. And Wake Up here, gonna be going down, and the ultimate from Zyra is beautiful. Another nice tongue lash. Zensei could be in trouble, and the ultimate, the public execution, gonna miss from Ambessa. Stormwing not gonna be able to find anything. The encore is beautiful from Amanda. We got the shield here from Dark Edge, and Ambessa not gonna be able to do anything. Ghost Nation trying to get away, but we have the knockup getting ready for Yon. It's not gonna be in place just yet, and that's gonna be an uncontested objective with a dominant team fight win here from the side of the DHQC falling to pieces. Stormwing really not having a great game. And that money on Pina, now 1,000 gold ahead. Once he takes his recall, gonna be so rich, they're gonna call him 50 cents because he's laughing straight to the bank. Unfortunately, no feat of strength objective here. Waza gonna be in a little bit of trouble. And Canadian Well here with the clutch save. Yeah, Stormwing just out of cooldowns. Yeah, holy shit, Peanut, that hurts. Yeah, if Ambessa's not careful, yeah, if Ambessa's not careful, she's gonna die again, because Peanut has the ultimate. It's just 3 hits, the Bam Bam Booey, the Wham Bam Tooie. And so we're gonna start working on the Unending Despair now. We have the Heartsteel, so Tom Kench has his damage item for the game, and he's gonna be putting in a lot of work. But then here, getting a tier while going on hit, that's interesting. Canadian Whale and Stardust gonna land a lot of damage. Sensei gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Looks for a hook that would have killed him. That would have killed him if that hook connected. Zyra is pretty fat. Waza here looking for Wake Up. Wake Up gonna have to dash away. The Hollow Radiant's now finished here. We've got the Yomu's Ghostblade. Okay, so here's gonna be the second objective fight. Second objective going over to the side of DH. Waza, even though like he's not feeling too well, he's playing like pretty damn well for someone who's kind of sick, you know. And Batan, yeah, just gonna have to like start limping away. Okay, we've got the Om Nom No Mi. Om Nom No Mi onto Ambessa. The public execution away. And here we got a beautiful encore. And Black Wax is tanking the turret. But Sensei going to be taking a lot of damage. Batani here going to be taking down the Hero's Entrance. But we've got the knock-up, the Strangle Roots. But Waza's also going to be taken down. Stardust here forced to flash. We almost have the Justice Punch available here for Ghost Nation. And the Snip's going to try and go in. But we have the dive here. Pina looking to get some of that yummy wussy, and he's gonna eat some doll pussy tonight because this man's got his mouth full. And we say Blue Archive's a good in game. League of Legends a good in game, bro. Look at all them sexy females. Hell yeah. Alright, the Pina now 5-2, 2 Heartsteel stacks already. Is having fun, bro. We do have to be careful about giving up that first turret, though. If you give up the first turret, they need to attempt to make a dive in the bot lane to secure at least that turret. Pina not really the champion to push very well. No demolish because you take shield bash. Looks like we're rotating Patan and Zensei top lane, so we're looking to maybe abandon the first turret. Well, more like I think Ambessa can't lane against Tom Kench anymore. So Waza is struggling a little bit behind. Has a nice CS, a little bit of a CS advantage. But the Galio just a little bit too bulky. And we'll have to see. If Stormwing can hold on for a little bit, maybe DHQC can get the feeds. But no, it looks like the first turret is going to be taken here by Canadian Well. Looks like we're pumping the NOS. We're trying to get things done. Now the turret doesn't matter. It really just is the next objective. Peanut going to get hit by the Chains of Corruption. And And Shutdown goes over to Zensei, which is actually really good here for the side of DH. And so Pina had a massive shutdown, but it went on the support, so it doesn't really mean much at the end of the day. So now we are tied 1-1 in feats. We've got the feat of tower smashing or demolitionationing or whatever the fuck it's called over to the side of the age, and we got the feat of warfare here. Now Rift Arrow, the third objective. We're investing the teleport here from Pina. Looking at Zensei, but Zensei just gonna pop the blast cone. If this Herald goes over, that's the feats. That's the feet boots over, and Swifty's on MF gonna mean that you're not gonna be able to catch this beautiful baddie. And yeah, that's it. The feat of monster slaying. Atacon, well, the feats have been won by DH, Star Goaty of the Deep Beyond, with some beautiful objective macro, like always. My throat goat for a reason. Was not having the best, not having the best game, but he does have his Bork, does have his Berserker Greaves, so as long as he gets some time to farm, I should be able to kind of just ignore Ambessa, who's like really not ahead. Let's look at the money, no me. Yeah. They're tied in gold right now. Okay. Waza has to be a little bit careful. But here, Black Wax and crew are looking to make... here, wake up gonna be sent to the Shadow Realm. Waza gonna pick up another kill here. And Batan has her... I'm interested in seeing what she's gonna be doing with that... Tear the Goddess, because it was a pretty heavy gold investment, and the Varus is down like 2-ish thousand gold. So Zensei here gonna be sent to death. And Stardust with a third kill here. Pina actually looking for Batan. We're gonna be dropping the Rift Herald mid. So we're going to be getting mid, outer, and this dragon. Pina going to hop over the wall. And it looks like we're maybe going to try and get a dive in to the mid inner. Are we going to be able to get it? Yeah, we are. And Pina is kind of fat enough that he doesn't care about taking a few snippies from Gwen. So that's going to be 3 to 0 in breaks. Almost 3 turrets to 1. And things are just going really well here for DH in game number 1. They're on some of their most favorite picks. We've got Pina on his comfort champ, Waza on one of his comfort champs, Sarah, Canadian Whale on one of her signature champions. Of course, Senna being the other signature champion that Canadian Whale is known for. But this MF working out pretty well here for Blackwags, and it looks like Batan seems to be struggling in the AD carry department. But Gwen here now working towards, I want to say, a Shadow Flame. It's either a Shadow Flame or Zhonya's, but I really want to think it's a Zhonya's. They kind of need to be able to survive these team fights, but there's not much damage being built from this team. Ambassa still has like the same item she had like 10 minutes ago. It feels like. Stardust now with the Rylai's, with the Leandries, looking fantastic, looking to take over this game. Yeah, when you give Zyra a little bit of lead and you don't really do much in the jungle. I mean, they're tied in money. Batan here forced the flash. So that's a huge summoner, but the Varus isn't the one doing like that much damage right now. Stardust here has to be a little bit careful. The needlework does come out, trying to find Blackwag. Zensei gonna Hex Flash, trying to look for a pick, but we're not gonna be able to find it. I don't know if we can get this dive, guys. It's a Galio, and we have... Okay, the Ruinous Otacon! Let's go! Epic monster buffs matter! We don't care about Voracious, shitty false live. Wait, we have 15 kills. Okay. Okay, Blackwax in a little bit of danger here, forced his flash, but he got the ghost here.
Most likely to be related to a video game. In many first-person shooter games, the objective is to eliminate opponents, and kills are rewarded for each success.
Okay, I don't know what that was. My phone just procced my Google Assistant, and it started talking like I pressed a button. I didn't do anything. So sorry about that. If oh, okay, wait, my phone is voice activated. We're just gonna power off the phone. Won't be too long. There you go. Just turning the phone off for the cache, just so that we don't get another hate Google or whatever. All right, we are starting up the Otacon. We got the mid-outer here for DHQC, but we're committing the teleport here from Stormwing. Waza also committing his teleport. The Otacon is getting low about halfway through, and Waza might be in a little bit of danger. The Encore comes through, gonna hit just Ghost Nation for now. Stormwing and Waza are taking a trade, but it's not looking too pretty right now. Otacon just looking to get some damage in. but the needlework over the wall isn't going to be able to find anybody. There's still 2 charges. Peanut taking a little bit of damage, but Zensei here going to get annihilated. The public execution just going to go wide, and that's a beautiful bullet time. Stormwing almost goes down here, and we get the ruinous Otacon. Batan finds a nice kill here on the Peanut, but yeah, I'd say overall that's a pretty big win for the side of DH. You get the Otacon, you get all the flowers, you get a kill, and you're at 3 dragons to none. So, plus all your carries, all your characters are on 2 items at least, almost 3. And yeah, things are going great. Batan now finally on 2 items, which is good, starting to catch up. But Misfortune on 3.5, on like 2.5 with the upgraded Swifties, still up about almost 3,000 gold. The biggest problem when you draft a Galio is you can kind of lack damage from your carries, because Gwen used a part of the Needleworks to, like, I don't know, cut some grass. It was used in the Baron pit, but it didn't have any targets. So, sure, we take down Peanut, but Peanut's not the person you have to kill. You have to kill this Zyra, this MF. If you do not kill them, like, Peanut does consistent damage, which is nice, but he's the tank. And if you can only kill the tank in a team fight, that's not really a W. Ghost Nation here looking to get some turret pressure, as we're going to be solidifying. Zensei dying once again. The curse of Hillisang. Batan going to get badoodled in the monkey no me spot. And yeah, while we are committing the teleport here from Pina, the Nom no me, we take the outer turret. We're going to take the inhib. And Ghost Nation gonna be in a little bit of danger. And yeah, so guys, so we get the Chemtech Soul, we get almost the inhib turret, we defend the top inner. Public Execution gonna land onto Black Wax, but it's not really gonna matter. Black Wax kind of just walking away, only having to invest the barrier. Zensei gonna force the flash here. Chains of Corruption beautifully landing onto Waza, but we've got, okay, that was a little bit of a bad bullet time. And we do get the Captech Soul though, so we do lose 2, but we take the inhibitor turret, which, I don't know, it kind of feels worth it. Still 6k up. Now MF on 3+ items. Did we give a shutdown? We gave the shutdown to Gwen. I mean, which is nice. Gwen has a little bit of money. But even with all these kills that we've been giving the Gwen, they're still tied with Stardust, who is up in CS, up in item value, and just overall been doing more in the team fights. Here, Stormwing, still no second item at this point. Pina's almost on 3. So... okay, so it looks like Stormwing is going to be getting, I think it's Asterix. Second item, I want to say this is Asterix. It's Asterix or Shojin. I think it's Shojin. Yeah, it's Shojin. Okay, it's going to be Shojin plus, now I think we're working on Asterix. Either that or Death Stance. But, Ghost Nation assigned to the side lane for most of the game, trying to find a good time to take an ultimate, but there isn't really a 5v5 that you want to force with this team comp. Hey, sure, it's a dive comp, but like, look, Waza's bot lane, they're starting Baron, there's no vision on it, no pings are coming out. The Stormwing is gonna go check, he's gonna notice that it is started, but we do have the Waza TP. Here we go, Zensei gonna die once again. The execution but that is a beautiful 4-man encore. Canadian Whale going to town. We lose Pina, but if you only lose the tank and kill everyone else, you cannot lose team fights. Stormwing here, finally gonna get the shutdown onto Zyra, but that's probably just gonna be the end of the game. We've got 40-second timers across the board, outside of Zensei, who's on like 20, but I mean, Waza, beautiful play, isolating Batan, isolating Batan, just turning her into shredded cheese, and yeah, this bot lane, oh, okay, never mind. Looks like we're Blackwag's taking a couple of turret shots. We're just gonna be taking the bot inner with the mid inhib. We're gonna be happy with that. Gonna look to get some resets in. Looks like we have 3,000 gold on Waza. That is gonna be the IE and more. And then we have almost another half item here for Blackwax. So things are going very well. Working on the third item here for Canadian Whale. Shows how much of a CS diff it is. Also, it's 1012 to 173. So even though it's only like a 900 gold lead, Canadian Whale's been integral. And that beautiful 4-man encore catching Batan, who had no flash. And also, there is no cleanse versus this team. So feels a little bit rough. The public execution onto Pina. Okay, gonna force the flash, but we get a beautiful bullet time into a 3-man encore, and we're just gonna sit in the bullet time. Zensei going to get annihilated once again. Stormwing gonna be taken to the glue factory. I didn't know you could make glue out of humans, but you gotta respect the Madonnas. Not this game. This game, there is no respect for the Madonnas. There you go, Waza looking for a wake up. And just gonna have enough damage. Yeah, the Guango kind of falling short. And yeah, that's honestly that's probably just the end of the game. That's Baron. 40-second death timer on the jungler. I mean, if anything, we take the top inner now, and now we're gonna be sieging the. We don't really have a good wave state right now. So that's going to be a little bit, you know, like Kimochi. But we take the top lane inhibitor turret. Top lane inhibitor is going to be going down. Now we're looking for a fight. Okay, Zensei lands a hook. But do they have the wave clear or the damn? Okay, they do have the wave clear. We have 2 cannons, but we've got a baroned up super wave here. Dragon not spawning for another minute 20. If we kill anyone, I think we just end the game. We're very undecisive on what we want to do. Ghost Nation probably looking for a play. We're going to Abyssal Dive away. Looking to push that big bot wave in. Once all those inhibs are down, that's just kind of the end of the game. Alright, here we go. Now we've got the third inhibitor turret down. Third inhibitor gonna be going down in just a second here. Nice hook here onto Pina, but doesn't get anything done. Chains of Corruption gonna be shot out the window. Whoo! I felt it like a light breeze on my ear. But the public execution gonna be invested here on the tank, and Stormwing just gonna be committed, gonna be going down. Wake up, and it looks like we're going in. We're trying to force a fight, but Batan not even at the team fight yet, and everyone is already dead. A beautiful ult by Waza to capitalize the bullet time. Just gonna go to pow, 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 pow. And that's gonna be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. DHQC did not show up for game number 1. Are they gonna show up for game number 2, or is this gonna be the easiest sweep of DH's life? It's almost got to be like that third place match where they played with a jungler who literally didn't connect. That shit was crazy, ladies and gentlemen. But we are getting ready to get into game number 2. Yeah, so the job should be starting pretty soon. Let's get the music up and running. Yep. That was intense, but it felt super one-sided. It felt a little bit close at the start when they got the feats of warfare for the side of DHQC. But after that, you know, it felt like Yeah, it felt like the game just kind of went to shit. Alright, here we're gonna be opening up the Dorafto Linkado for you guys though. Remember, we do have emotes in the chat. I posted if you feel like celebrating. When will DH Elo Quebec understand that they can't win with Packin as their coach? I don't know. Is Packin like Heartstock Gold or something? Alright. Well, I mean, if you got a gold Heartstock coach in like an Emerald to Diamond lobby, you know, oof. Hey, Canal, don't diss my boy Bengadoni. Bengadoni is my goat, my throat goat to be specific, but it's my goatee throaty, you know? Let's Canal, let's not hover over your solo queue profile. Alright, as we get ready for the draft, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna flick at the draft window. Gonna put myself back in the, I wanna say this is the middle. It looks like the middle. But yeah. Alright. So how do we feel? How do we feel about that game? I felt like before 8 minutes, it was close. After that, I don't know what happened. PETA had like one misplay like super early. But outside of that, they kind of just... The second he finished, like he took like 2 back-to-back solo kills on Stormwing and XD. Alright, here we go. So we got DH on blue side, DHQC back on red. So we're gonna see if some changes are gonna be made, because this early Varus pick, I don't know, didn't feel good. She didn't, Batan didn't feel comfortable. I mean, new to the role, so kind of expected and stuff. But there's no Varus, no MF, no Yon Galio, no Gwen, Tom Kench, Ambessa, Zyra, Seraphine Nautilus. Alright, gonna keep pretty much the same bans from the first wave. I believe the only thing that's different is instead of banning Hui here in first rotation here for the side of DH, we banned Vel'Koz instead, so we could take away the Hui. So this could be a flex between Blackwax and Waza, but given Waza's current feeling, I think it might be flex bot lane just because of that Syndra pick. I feel like you see the Syndra, you don't want to have it to lane into the Hui, because Ghost Nation will use the Syndra to abuse Hui. So I think here, you put the Hui into the Ezreal, it's a good matchup, and then you just pick a better mid matchup here for Waza. Blackwax, pretty decent Hui at the end of the day. But we are gonna, that being said, we are gonna need a lot more AD, because if we pick a second mage, we're gonna have like no AD. Pina's on tank duty, so gonna be locking in the Karma here. Now this could be for Waza, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Canadian Whale is gonna be the one busting out the Karma here. We got Star Goaties Viego. The man is looking to 1v9. Had a wonderful performance last game. Looking to put Wake Up into the go to bed name change. And we'll have to see what Wake Up has here, because the Guango, it did not feel impactful. Sure, it killed the Tom Kench. Okay, I'm gonna go back to standard tanks versus the Bruiser. Makes a lot more sense. Because the biggest problem was that the DHQC, outside of Ambessa, didn't really have a way to start a fight cleanly. Like, you needed the Nautilus to land a hook. or the Ambassador land the ultimate, but you had no other ways to start the team fight. Because if Batan was in range of the Yone, Batan was dead. So now we're putting Batan on Ezreal, a much safer pick. Hopefully things come through. Gonna be banning the Jinx here. If I'm DH here, I flex the Hui down to 80 carry, down to the AP carry position in the bot lane with the Karma. Neutralize and probably dominate the Ezreal lane. Make Batan not really play the game, kind of like how game 1 was. Maybe take a few picks away here from Stormwing, but definitely give Waza a better mid lane matchup, because Hui into Syndra is horrible for Hui. It just gets murdered on repeat. The second you hit level 6 on Syndra, Hui is you are like that girl that got denied a lift because she was too fat. You're just gonna crush him over and over and over again, and then once you get the execute, like just half combo kills the way. I've seen games where Hueys are like 110 versus a Syndra, because the second they walk up to like do the molten fissure thing, they're already dead. But here we go. We've got the jungles. We've got what would be mid support and mid AD. We're gonna put the Melio with the Ezreal. That's a good pairing, but I would have liked. I like Zensei on Engage. I'm a really big fan of Zensei on Engage. And now they only really have Sejuani to start team fights, or if Syndra gets a pick, because we saw Engage Syndra in the LCK, but is Ghost Nation going to pull off a BDD and flash QE stun for people? Alright, so okay, it is... Huh? Wait a second. Wow. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so essentially we're just gonna see the same. Okay, so this is not Fearless. Okay, this is weird Fearless. I don't know, because in the other series we saw 3 unique team comps. Alright. Okay, well, we get Camille here in the top lane for Stormwing. I feel like it's going to be a really good matchup. Might as well not play Fearless then. I don't really understand the point of Fearless. Okay, well, sure, whatever. Alright, well, while we do this, I'm gonna just run an ad break real quick for you guys. And yeah, we'll get started shortly. Okay. Damn. Some saltiness in my Twitch chat. Alright, so we're about to get into the game. Oh yeah, let me turn the music off. Alright, so we're about to get into the game. Hopefully the bot lane here for DHQC gonna be able to put up an actual fight, because it was pretty embarrassing. Game number 1. But maybe it was the first game jitters. Skin roulette. We've got Thunderlord Ornn, Worlds 2024 Viego, Winter Blessed Way, Cosmic Hunter Varus again, question mark, Darkstar Karma, Melio, Battle Academy Ezreal, SKTT1 Syndra, Solar Eclipse Sejuani, and Strike Commander Camille. Beautiful Camille skin. But yeah, all right. So I was notified. Some of my jokes were not well perceived, so I'm gonna do my best to adopt a new script. But, you know, I kind of don't have a script. Everything's kind of just, like, free-flowing. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we got Pina and Ornn. Into Camille. It's going to be pretty rough. I mean, if what happens bot lane happens again, where there was like a 30 CS deficit by like the second back, I don't think this is going to be much of a game, because Ezreal kind of needs money to get going, and if Batan and Sensei are just going to run it at the speed of sound, this game's going to be over real fast, because what I believe is going to be an actual on hit. We're not going to see a tier. We're not going to see a tier on Varus again. So the on hit Varus should be able to mitigate the shielding and the tankiness of the Sejuani. So interestingly enough, we have Ignite here on Sensei instead of heal. So they're probably looking to play pretty aggressive. Stormwing without flash means that he'll probably be gankable, but the Ornn lane, unless it has setup, isn't going to do much. But here we go. Starting the laning phase. It's going to be important to see what Waza can get done pre-6, because post-6, this lane is just disgustingly unfavorable for him. And every time he gets like at about half health, he's going to get mucker truckered, and if he gets mucker truckered, he'll just instantly get killed. So we've got double grass top lane, and we still have our quad teleport. So have to see how impactful the teleports were. Some of the flanks were kind of nice, but there wasn't many teleport ganks or good teleport rotations. It was pretty much just to catch waves or to stop people from taking the turret. Early level 2 here from Sensei and Batan. Blackwack's going to be taken pretty low. Blackwack's here forced to flash. And, okay. Aggressive Melio playstyle. I like it. Okay, Sejuani gonna look to invade onto Viego. No, looking for a gank, trying to burn the heal here. Pina not having fun in this lane. Yeah, Viego going to spot out Sejuani. Sejuani gonna have to go back. And yeah. Sejuani spent a lot of time waiting. Batan gonna be taken pretty low here. Probably gonna have to look to take a back. So here, that's what I mean. You get the QE on the Hui, then you throw the W on him and you just walk away. Syndra can cast while moving, unlike Hui, who like can sort of do it but can't really do it. Okay, Peanut at least gonna get that cannon, not gonna get denied. That's another stun into the W. Syndra walks away. Okay, I mean, Batan is one Q away from dying, so... Okay, Batan really playing with fire here. Okay, Batan here being denied a lot of CS, no teleports, does the barrier, but super low. Pina still has 2 cookies. Waza has to be a little bit careful. Wake Up here, gonna use... gonna be able to hold on to his flash, which is actually really good. Stormwing taking a turret shot on the trade, unfortunately. And that's first blood. Peanut eating a cookie should be able to live the ignite, but has to be very careful. Another tactical sweep into precision strike could be the death of Peanut. Stardust and Wake Up are both looking to make plays in the top lane. Stormwing does have the hook shot available to him. Okay, Stardust not being level 6 means that he can't just kill a Wake Up. Okay, and Waza with some beautiful damage, able to punish the teleport in of the Syndra here. But yeah, Batan being behind, and things are not going very well for this bot lane. Because normally, Melio Ezreal, very safe bot lane, but they kind of force everything super early. Alright, Stormwing able to just mitigate all the damage. No anti-heal coming here from Pina. Oh! Unfortunately, aren't going to take one too many turret shots, and Stormwing plays that beautifully. Fortunately, Pina holding on to his consumables. And, yeah. Yeah, Zensei taking a lot of damage. It's on hit bears. If you get stacked on, it hurts. That's a nice chunk, and that's just a Vam Scepter. And but then able to try and catch up a little bit of CS. Okay, well, Waza doing really good in this lane, actually. That's good. He's learned the matchup. It's normally very unfavorable post 6, but he had some really good trading patterns early. Okay, we're going to be 1-1 in objectives, 2-2 in kills. Pina does have to be careful. Has given over the 2 kills. But we're going to be 1-1 in objectives. With the Mountain Dragon, should help Pina a little bit. Not going to help versus the second proc of the Precision Strike, but it should be enough to... Okay. Let's say we don't know the Sejuani is nearby. Viego just looking to power farm. We have the flash here on both bot laners. So Wake Up is spending a lot of time. Oh, wow. Okay, Stormwing is using the Orin Q to use his hook shot. That's actually really smart. Wait, why didn't... Oh, did we Verisalt and... Oh, we just missed the Verisalt point blank range? Stardust has to be a little bit careful. Oh. Oh, nice! Feats of Warfare over here to the side of DH. Clutch play here by Pina, able to dodge out of the second precision strike that would have killed him. Okay, Blackback's having a little bit of trouble landing his Qs. Canadian Whale getting some really nice Mantra Q pokes. We're holding on to that piercing shot a little too long. But Waza with a really nice CS lead here. Now has the boots. Up 400 gold just from like the CS, which is actually really good. Oh, and he's gotten 2 plates. So things are looking really good so far for DH. About a 2k gold lead just from CSing alone. Batan down 30 CS, but that's kind of expected. Starwing should have a little bit more CS than he currently has. Waza here in a little bit of trouble. We're not going to get the shield, but the karma going to be enough. Okay. Okay, good overall brawl here by the side of DH. Yeah, Stardust is huge. He's 20 CS plus, almost has his full item. Sejuani kind of falling low on gold, already 900 gold down. Stormwing gonna take a pretty massive chunk here. And yeah, if we can get these grubs. Okay, now we kind of deny. Oh. Stardust here gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Shutdown goes here over to Stormwing, but at least we denied. Peanut gonna pick up the kill here on to. Unfortunately, Peanut turning around to try and get the grasp out of Canadian Whale. Not going to get caught here. Forced to flash away. Used the heal already. The Stormwing not going to be able to close the gap. A little bit of a kerfuffle. Stardust going in and Starwing finding him on like 100 HP. It's like, okay, I just have to ult auto and you die. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, once this Blade of the Ruin King comes in here for Varus, Kings are going to be pretty nasty. But just having the ability to deny, that's that objective. So we're still 1-1. Okay, Wake Up though. Looking for a play onto Blackwax. Blackwax still has a summoner though, and Batan doesn't really have much damage. Okay, first turret could be going down here, and if it does, if first turret does go down, that is gonna be feats of strength achieved here for the side of Achieve here for the side of DH. Sorry, it's confusing when casting two teams that literally have the same start of their name. Peanut gonna be walking back up. Okay, Stormwing nowhere near. Okay, Wake Up here has the Shadow. Stardust still has access to his ultimate. But now forced to... Unfortunately, forced away. But Batan gonna be taken down here. Black Wax putting in some work, has the attack speed, and yeah, putting in that work. We're what, like one auto away from being able to take the turret. Canadian will just attack the turret. Just attack the turret. Okay. Okay, well, that's the feat's done. The minions are like, okay, DH, we're gonna carry you this game, but you guys have to play better if we go to game 3. Alright, so we got Borg already. Oh. Alright, and Stardust with the Triforce, the upgraded boosts. Yeah, just gonna be able to put in the sorry, doesn't have the Triforce. I think he almost has his Triforce. Okay. Oh, okay. I think that might have killed Ghost Nation if it hit him instead of Zensei. But yeah, that's gonna be 2 to 4 in grubs. Stardust is big at this point in the game. Waza also with like a 30+ CS lead. Blackwax with an almost 40 CS lead. Shit's kind of crazy. If he sees Ezreal alone in this lane, yeah, he can go for like a combo kill. Unfortunately, it was a 1v2, so Blackwax doesn't have the ability to win that. I think had he landed the piercing shot, it would have just killed Dan. But maybe he forgot that once you land Chains of Corruption, there's already 3 stacks on the Ezreal. So you Alt Q auto E, and then you get stuff done. But Vatan able to get a little bit of catch-up money. Still down about 1,000 gold. But the huge CS deficiency is what I'm more worried about. Pina now, I think working towards... I'm not sure. Because Kami does true damage, so armor doesn't really mean much. And Syndra's like the only source of magic damage, so maybe Jackshow, maybe Unending Despair. Yeah, unfortunately there's like, oh. We're really over-investing trying to kill Batan in all these team fights. And it's really hard to lock the Ezreal down if you don't lock the CC down. So things are just going to get more rough. The gold lead almost entirely evaporated here for the side of DH. And looks like Rift Herald should be going over for free to the side of DHQC. So some signs of life in game number 2. Stormwing also having a much better performance this game. Alright, so we did not forget about the Rift Herald. Wednesday we forgot about we stole the Rift Herald and then we forgot about it. Okay, it is Chemtech Soul once again this game. We're gonna have to be careful. Gonna have to be careful, because it will make Viego a lot harder to kill. Okay, Wake Up able to get away here. Oh. We're committing the Ornn ultimate with no follow-up. Okay, Batan gonna ult the wave so that they can move towards the dragon. The dragon is already started. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit low. The Montracue gonna go sideways. Canadian Whale gonna take a really big hit here. And a nice combo here from Wake Up and Ghost Nation. Blackwack's gonna be taken pretty low. But Batan here now in a little bit of trouble. Stormwing though kind of carrying this team fight. And we end up losing Stardust for no one. Batan here going to be taken out. We're going to lose Black Wax. Pina also going to be taken to the Shadow Realm. And what I thought was going to be a free Chemtech soul point, we kind of just turned, wasted all our engage, and oh, and yeah, guys, Stormwing just going to die for free here. Waza tries to attempt something to try and take a steal, but not gonna end up working out. Does have a lot of money, gonna get his haunting guys here. Voracious Otacon, because even though last game we had 15 kills at 20 minutes, and now we have 27, apparently in 27 kills there was a lot less damage than 15, which I'm trying to make it make sense. I'm having a hard time making it make sense. Alright, Syndra now working on that Storm Surge. We're almost done. His Leandries, the double burn, gonna be useful. About 550 gold away from his second item. Viego being 2 items already is pretty impressive, but he has been dying pretty fast in team fights. So hopefully maybe we see like a little bit of Merc Treads, because there's a lot of CC that you can kind of like try and negate and stuff. Either that or some plated steel caps would be, the triumphant plated steel caps would be pretty nice. Not many boots have been upgraded. But 2 still slightly magical boots. Okay, Wake Up gonna make his way to the top lane. Now 2 items here on Stormwing. Stormwing no. Just gonna be pushing Pina in. See, it's a one his lane matchup. It will force the Arcane Shift from the Ezreal. And the Sejuani ult gonna be used for sightseeing. Stardust gonna get stunned up here, now forced to flash. But once again, we invest the Varus ultimate with no follow-up. Pina here forced to TP while Stormwing was able to just walk down. But no fight was started. So for now, we're just A-ramming. Looking to push waves, A-ramming. The standard NA and EU, we don't know what to do. Part of the game, where like Otacon is up and nothing else is up, and the waves aren't like pushed proper. Well, aren't like pushed to the point where we can try to force a team fight for a turret or something. But now Hui has his Leandries, has a double burn. Sure, like there's no MR on Sejuani. Pina just gonna build in front of Stormwing, but I guess Stormwing really wanted to take a recall. No, I don't know what I think Pina knows. He's just vibing. But Pina could be in danger if Wake Up is here. And Zensei also, well, Zensei gets spotted clearing a ward, so Pina knows that he's not alone. And the E gonna be interrupted once again. Nice ultimate onto him. And Pina just gonna be sent to the Shadow Realm. And yeah, we're gonna lose Pina essentially for free. We took out the mid outer though, so we traded like 150 gold for 300 gold. Overall, with the assists. Okay, Blackwax with some nice dodges. Stardust has to be pretty careful. Almost just walked into them. But that's yeah, that's a lot of damage on the Blackwax. I wonder, are we going Wits End third or Terminus? Because I think we need a bit of magic resist to be able to survive. Tenacity would be nice, but a nice stun onto Blackwax. We end up killing the Syndra. We trade the Syndra for the Hui. We did not use the Chemi ultimate yet, but Ghost Nation and Batan were forced to flash. Meanwhile, we lost the summoners here on our bot lane for DH. Yeah, Blackwax is dead if Stormwing just hook shots. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be able to steal the Gromp here. We do lose the Grubs. We do lose the Scuttle Crab. It's not a Void Scuttle yet, as Baron is literally just making his way into the rift, as you saw through the river. We've got the teleport being channeled by both Ghost Nation and Hui. Okay, Fireball gonna take Sensei to like 300-ish, so we're pretty low. Pina overcommitting a little bit. Okay, Stardust able to get an assassination attempt. And now gonna just get ulted by Wake Up. Stormwing gonna take a free kill. And now Blackwax might be in danger. I know Hui's in danger. Canadian Well gets taken down here, and yeah, it's pretty chaotic. DH kind of struggling to get shit done. Some very divided communications. It looks like we might be going to game 3. What was a pretty convincing early game into like lead through CS and stuff. I mean, it's still a CS advantage mid bot, but now if we look at the gold, the Syndra's caught back up, Batan caught back up. Batan has a bounty as well. Have 3 items, no boots yet, but I mean, this Ezreal has looked a lot more clean than anything else we've seen Batan play in the past few months. So, I mean, it's kind of nice. The early game was rough, but I mean, Stormwing kind of just taking a dookie on Pina. We know Chemi is super good into Ornn. No anti-heal was ever built, so trades were never going to go favorably for Pina. And yeah. Stardust still not having boots is pretty scary. I feel like the plated versus Camille Ezreal, who are pretty fed, would be pretty nice at this point. And to be fair, I feel like Varus could have built defensive boots as well. Would have probably helped him out a lot more. Pina now going for Deadman's Plate? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure, but we are able to see the first upgrade in the game coming through. We've got the Masterwork Sunfire Cape, and you can upgrade one other person's item, so has not done it yet. And now Ghost Nation being hunted down by Stardust. Stardust gonna be able. Okay, so we trade Canadian Whale for Ghost Nation. I think overall, losing your mid laner. Okay. Stormwing is kind of huge. Yeah, the teamfight focus here for DH. Sorry, I didn't cast the fight. Yeah, it's kind of I don't know. I feel like DH are like they got hit by like Confuse Ray in Pokemon, and they just keep hitting themselves. Also, Peanut really needs to upgrade his teammates' items. The whole point of playing Ornn is you get like items. Looks like Stardust finally understands that a three item Kemi who has 13 kills does damage. So we're gonna look to build maybe the Bladed Steel Caps. Remember, we did win the feats. So just by having your tier 2 boots, they gain like a little bit of extra stats. So it's already worth a little bit more. And now Sterix Gage coming in here for Viego. Looks like we're going Lord Dominic's on Varus. Okay. I mean, I guess if the idea is that it takes too long to kill Sejuani, I can understand, but there's no armor on anyone else, like at all. Like 0 armor from any components on anyone else. Okay, we don't want to give up this Voracious Otacon. Could be big. Stormwing and Ghost Nation here are teleporting in. Stardust here looking for a play onto Ghost Nation. Gets the Soul Takeover. Stormwing is pretty low. Sorry, Zensei is pretty low. Batan gonna be taken pretty damn low. But now Stardust has to be able to dodge a few auto attacks and stuff. Stormwing is behind, looking for an assassination attempt. Canadian Whale might get caught off over the wall. Now Batan has some damage. Pina here gonna get caught out. Oh, can Stardust make a hero miracle play? Nope, doesn't look like it. So instead, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a 3 for 3. Sorry, a 3 for 4, I think. Because I think Black Wax died like super early. But this is gonna be the third Chem Drake that yeah, no Steel Caps versus Chemi. Those auto attacks hurt so much. Can we see some Steel Caps, please, Mr. Stardust? You got the money for him. At this point, I think even upgrading your Steel Caps to get that like HP shield would be very nice too. But some form of anti-heal in. Oh, we're going Collector. Ooh, I don't really like that on Viego. I'm not a fan of that item on Viego. I feel like at this point in the game, Stardust needs to be able to survive. But we'll have to see. Okay, Force of Nature now finished here for Pina. Almost finished the Rabadons here for Waza. We did upgrade the BFT. We have Lord Dominic's finished for Varus. Now we're going what is probably going to be Edge of Night or Jack Show. Interesting choice of items. Voracious Otacon should be going down for free. Stardust nowhere near the range. Pina going to ult. But we're going to Melio ult for Clan. Stardust, Stormwing here looking for a play. Stardust gonna get caught up, force the Heartbreaker, but still in the Chemi ult, can't get away. And they have the false lives, so they can force bad fights. But unfortunately, we just throw Batan to the wayside, and we're not gonna be able to. Yeah, this Sejuani not really taking much damage. So it looks like we're going to lose Stardust for free here in this game. And we're going to be going towards the Baron. It looks like DH are just content trying to pick up the inner turrets. If they're going to be able to get it. I don't even know if they are. Because Stormwing's here. And yeah, it looks like we're not going to be able to get it. Now we got to get out fast. So here goes. Black Wax might be in a little bit of trouble. We've got Stormwing with the ultimate soon, but Black Wax already down to like 10 HP. Pina melting like cottage cheese on a hot summer day. Stormwing with a nice hookshot. Waza gonna get murdered. And oh, okay, we get the ult over the wall here by Wake Up, but it's not gonna find someone. I don't think there was anyone to capitalize on, even if it did land, because it would be like a fog of war ultimate, so you don't think you'd even see who you hit. And now False Life plus Baron, 4 grubs. So we got the grub buff, we got the 1 grub buff, and yeah, things are looking nasty here for the side of DH. What started out super well early, there was just, it felt like there was just no communication towards like the mid game for team fights. The focus was completely different by all 5 players. Like we were just all hitting different champions, and because Stormwing was fed, he was just able to make plays. Here we have Stormwing with the ultimate. Probably going to look for a play on Waza. Getting a little bit low, but here Blackwax going to be taken to the Shadow Realm. Stormwing going to be progging the Sterix. Pina's going in, but at this point he's not really tanky. Wake Up might die, but he hasn't built much MR. He's just surviving. Batan taking some damage, but the Melio shield's really putting in the work. Okay. And Stormwing is just a little bit too fed. Really putting the team on his back in this game from the NPC game he had in game number 1 on the M-Pesa. So, yeah, we got the Serpent's Fang here on Viego. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. We still only have 1 upgraded item. What level is Ornn? Because at this point, Camille's almost full build, Batan's almost full build. Things are pretty rough. So Pina's level 16, so we should have 2 upgrades. I think you have to upgrade Viego's, I want to say Viego's Triforce at this point. Either the Triforce or the Sundered Sky. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it took a while for Karma to build some anti-heal. But Karma being the only one with any anti-heal means that, like, if Canadian Well gets one-shot at the start of a team fight, it just doesn't, like, Stormwing will just Q someone and heal to full. So Varus also building a Serpent's Fang. Interesting. I'm kind of confused why we built Serpent's Fang and LDR. Okay, looks like we upgraded the Sundered Sky here. Okay, we got the Ornn ultimate, but the ultimate's gonna be interrupted by the Sejuani Q, and now Blackwax down to like 500 HP. We got the cleanse here from the Melio, but things are going bad. The teleport coming in from Stormwing, but it might be too late. Stardust needs to be able to find a reset, but we're not going to be able to find one, and Stormwing just comes in here, gets the ultimate, the Precision Protocol. Can Stormwing land some auto attacks to be able to heal up? Varus able to get a 1,000 gold shutdown, but he's going to be taken down, and then Pina's the only one left. Ghost Nation and Zensei should be able to finish up the job on Pina. And Canadian Whale is kind of just running away from Wake Up at this point in the game. But Pina's Unending Despair is putting in a lot of work. But Emilio is able to probably... Oh. Okay, the Flash Brittle auto here from Pina. Gonna be enough to kill... oh. All right, Pino with a single MR item, able to. Oh, sorry, he had the shoes. He had like the Koenig Rooken shoes. I think the chain lace shakers or whatever. What are they called? Chain lace crushers. Really good here. But yeah, no, team fight started very well here for the side of DH, but Viego needs a single reset. We were not able to get a reset before Viego was taken down. And yeah, unfortunately then Stormwing shows up. Even though Stormwing does die, gives 1,000 gold over to yeah, Viego not going to be taken down. And once again, we're not able to get a shutdown. And now Stormwing just putting in that damage. And now once we get another hook shot in. Okay, but Blackwack's putting in a lot of work. But unfortunately, 1v4, not able to make it happen. That's going to be Chemtech Soul. Baron's up in 10 seconds. We're going to try and snipe Pina with the Ezreal ultimate, but it's not going to be able to find it. Wait, the blue team has what? Spectate client, you're drunk, go home. Yeah, we've now upgraded everyone's items, but even with the extra money from the Ornn upgrades, which are about 1,000 each, which still beat down about 6,000 gold. And yeah, it all started from that one mid-game team fight where we were fighting 3 different people at the same time instead of just getting Viego a reset and then focusing on killing the other people. Not that Stardust played badly, but when you play Viego, you really gotta focus on getting that Viego reset. Like you're playing a Viego reset style composition. Varus also has the same style of resets. Whenever the champion gets taken down, he gets a massive amount of attack speed or whatever. But just never played for resets. We kept fighting on divided fronts, and Pino was so far behind that he wasn't able to hold Stormwing back. So at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Wow, beautiful from Wake Up to find to find an ultimate. We're taking another inhibitor here. We have the Baron. We have 4 grubs. The Nexus turret not going to be lasting long. If anything, now we're going to be pushing in the next inhibitor. We still have 2 turrets to get, but if they lose a team fight here on this wave, that's just the end of the game. So we'll have to see what we can get done. This Milio has been so impactful this game. Without it, I think, without Zensei's Milio, I think the game would have just been over. But Stormwing putting the murderous rep cap to use. He's playing that infinite combo deck in Commander where you just take 2 damage for free every turn, or like 1,000,000 times a turn and you just instantly die. So here we have big wave pushing in. Top inner has been taken, and now Stormwing just like 2-shotting the turret because, well, Kemi kick W. Blackwack's gonna get 1 shot and executed. Stardust getting low here, but now both Nexus turrets are gone. Stormwing's taking a bit of damage but can just hookshot away. And Waza not gonna. Doesn't Syndra execute? Or is it just the ultimate? Okay, but Tan here making a play. Stardust almost getting the kill here, but Milio clutching so hard. Oh, sorry, Milio wasn't even there. But yeah, everyone's full build at this point, and we just misfought so many team fights that we threw a massive lead. It ends in a 15k gold deficit, so things kinda nasty. All right, well, we get to go to game number 3, so that's good. So DHQC showing signs of life in game number 2, but it is to be emphasized that DH were in what would have been called an unlosable situation, situation, and they still managed to throw quite a few team fights. But good job on DHQC for winning a decent amount of comeback team fights with all the chaos that was ensuing in the game. All right. Okay, so now Varus has been played on both sides, right? So even in soft fearless, we're not going to see Varus again. So we're going to actually see different AD carries. Because to me, the LCK is soft fearless, where in a best of 3, you play a champ, it's gone. But it's not like for one side or the other, it's for both sides. So it's like, I don't know, it felt kind of weird. I'm just waiting on the invite. Alright, so here we go. We got a game 3. I think DH are going red side? Pina, Stardust was... Yeah, okay. It looks like DH is going red side. So we'll have to see. I don't know. I'm waiting on the draft link. And then we'll be able to get into the draft. So hopefully now, Varus has been played twice. So now there's no more Varus. So we're going to have to see something else. I thought, though, that Waza played really well into the Syndra matchup, building a massive lead, going deathless, but then there were a few weird plays, and things kind of went into the gutter. That one team fight in the mid game kind of just like, I don't know, it kind of convinced me that the game was kind of over, but that same situation happens so many times in the game that even when you're ahead, if you just throw like half a dozen team fights, even if you're getting some objectives early, you get the turrets or whatever, or you go like 1-for-1s. If you're throwing the fights and like they have a hyper carry that you have no way of dealing with, you have no way of dealing with, it's just kind of Jover at the end of the day. Here we go. Let's toggle for the draft here. Let us see what we are gonna be cooking here in game number 3. I'm expecting some changes, but I really loved Camille here from the side of Stormwing. It felt much better than the Ambessa. It's probably much more practice, to be fair, because Ambessa is still a relatively recent champion when you look at things. And, yeah. I love the Sejuani. The ultimates were fantastic. Wake up really putting in the work. Compared to the Gwen game where, you know, he kind of felt like some team fights he was there, other team fights he wasn't. This time, literally, he was almost starting every team fight. Things were fantastic. But let's see. DHQC now on blue side because DH wanted red. So that means that they have a pick in mind. We're going to keep the Caitlyn ban consistent. So let's see if anything in the first set of bans changes. But this means that DHQC have access to a first pick, which is the first time this series. Skarner gonna be kept off the table. Wukong, Gragas. So far nothing new in the bans. This time Hui should be disabled. So we'll see if that Vel'Koz ban comes in here. Victor was normally the things that the HQC banned on red side third, but instead we're gonna ban Senna, and if they don't ban Victor, I think Ghost Nation just first picks it here. I think it's strong enough that you just first pick the Victor, and if Waza doesn't have like an assassin or something, like if Waza isn't comfortable on like the LeBlanc or something that like just shits, yeah. Okay, so the Hui, okay. So weird. Okay, so we're still going with the like the half and half fearless. So yeah, Victor gonna be the pick here for Ghost Nation. Very strong. Got a slight nerf on this patch, more like not his abilities, but more on the side of he's a little squishier. But what makes Victor stupidly broken is the fact that when he's in the mid game, is kind of just Jover. We're looking at Jinx here, I think. So Jinx going to be locked in here for Blackwax. So we're finally going to get back onto an 80 carry, no on-hit nonsense. Weird build. Not that I don't mind Varus, but I really love crit 80 carries. And I feel like while Kallista's in a super good position in the current meta, I don't think there's a lot of people outside of Blackwax that even want to play her. So, but I think everyone knows how to play Varus. But the difference is how to build on Varus and how to... Okay, Singe. Okay, so literally this is not fearless. This is just standard picks with like very, very minor exceptions. What up? Really? Really? Are we just running back the same picks from last game against the Syndra Viego? Okay. Well, we saw how useful the Viego was into the Syndra, being able to just ult through the E to be able to close the gap and end up killing the Syndra many times is what Stardust did. And now... Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to see if this fearless... I'm gonna have to look into this fearless because this is not fearless. This is just standard draft with very, very minor exceptions. But yeah, Seraphine here locked in for Sensei. Wonderful stuff in both games 1 and 2. Okay. The Amumu lock in. Okay. Hopefully it's not AP Amumu. Please no Batan build. Would be Poggers if it's not that. Okay. Wait, what? Why are we banning Vel'Koz? Oh, but they have Seraphine Victor. Why are we banning Vel'Koz? Are we on like autopilot or something? But to me, soft fearless means that in a series you can only play a champion once. Hard fearless means that for the duration of the tournament, it's kind of like Iron Man or like hardcore, where if you use the character, like it's like one character use per per game, you know. But yeah, no. If it is not actual fearless, it's not worth implementing because it's really weird. But the first series respected this fearless, and then this is just, I don't know. It's just really weird. Okay, so we banned Vel'Koz, even though we had the support and the mid lane locked in. I don't know if this is like a top lane Vel'Koz flex or something. But Stormwing's normally like the bruiser style player. That's why the Renekton's gonna get banned. Pina's gonna have the Malphite and the Shen taken away from him, as he's just permanently on tank duty. Yeah, no, I understand Bengadon, but to me that's not fearless. That's just, you know, that's like autism with extra steps. Alright. We're gonna go Jinx Nami. Okay, the Lulu was available, but Canadian Well has stated that she absolutely hates playing the champion. So we're not gonna see it. And, I mean, I guess Nami can be good, but the thing is, they're pretty squishy here from the side of DH. And if there's one thing we've seen that Victors love doing is hitting squishy champions with insanely high AP ratio builds. We got one E ultimate prog who's like, you dead, bro. Alright, yeah, Aatrox locked in for Stormwing. Okay, so we wanted to give Pina counter pick. So, but Pina is down like 5 champions already, technically. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Huh? So we're going, oh, it's Seraphine AP carry, and, oh my god, what? Yeah, it is pretty boring to see the same champions on multiple sides. Because it goes against the spirit of Fearless. I'm gonna talk with Keno and see about things, but after this, but c'est pas changeable, c'est pas changeable. Because it does ruin the quality of the games. All right, so we have a very interesting draft here from the side of the DHQ. Look at back. I think Batan is playing Seraphine. At least I don't think we're going AP carry Soraka. That wouldn't make much sense. But the rest of the draft looks interesting. We got Pina on Nasus. Tends to do good into Aatrox post 6, but early pre 6 can be a little bit hard. But this is one of Pina's. This is Pina's most played. This is Pina's most played character. So alright, so as always, as we get into the draft, we're going to be slapping that 3-minute ad break, but this is game number 3, so stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this out. We already saw Mr. JC Fan Club demolish Love You in a reverse sweep after losing game 1, and now we'll have to see which of the DH orgs claims the first victory in the Eternals Esports League. So we'll be back after this ad break. I'm still going to be here. So if you have any questions or if you have the Twitch Turbo thing or whatever and you want to ask a question, I'll still be here to answer. We're going to talk a little bit about the draft. But these are very interesting drafts. Let's just say this is a solo queue on cocaine. Alright, so we're going to mute the music. Alright, so game 2 was a pretty big clusterfuck. If I can say so myself, it felt pretty awkward to watch. Yeah, Mr. Poo Poo, I'm very excited for you and the God tier roster. Hopefully you guys are going to draft actual Fearless. Because if you guys give me some of this shit where you guys are picking the same picks every game on either side or whatever, I'm going to be a little upsetty spaghetti, you know? I want to see some actual Fearless gameplay, you know? Because I know you guys play more than 2 champions. But yeah, I'm gonna look forward to tomorrow's cast. When is tomorrow's cast? What time is it? Do I have to go to bed early tonight again? Let's see. Schedule 8 p.m. Okay. Oh, that seems much more doable. Oh, barely got out of game today in time for these games. All right, almost done the ad break. We're gonna be getting ready to get into that skin roulette one last time. It was funny because in Wednesday's series, the players were always like out of order on one side, so I was like reading the positions like differently, and it was kind of funny. All right, here we go, skin roulette number 3, and we've got for the final game of this series. We've got Primordian Aatrox, King Viego, Arcane Savior Victor, Fairy Court Seraphine, Cafe Cutie Soraka, Coven Nami, Arcane Enemy Jinx, Coven Syndra, Infernal Amumu, and Lunar Guardian Nasus. We've got 4 teleports, 5 teleports, with Batan taking teleport as well. Any notable runes? Not really, just the standard. Interesting that Viego is going PTA over Conqueror, but there's a lot of like different style builds for Viego, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, that being said, let's get into the game. And I want some action. It's funny that a 27 kill game had Voracious Otacon, and a 15 kill game had Ruinous. So, who knows? Maybe they changed up how Otacon spawns, but I don't think the conditions have changed much. I just think the percentage of Voracious has been lowered a little, at least for like solo queue or something. But we've got an offensive start on all sides here by DHQC. But Canal, you could just update the rule set so that it's actual Fearless. If not, I don't really see the point. Anyways, getting ready for the game, starters are going to notice that they get a ward deep onto his Raptors. So we are going to be keeping an eye out on where this Amumu is going to be pathing. But we went Aftershock and Green Smite. So the likeliness of us going Leandre's first item on Amumu, very not likely. is there a form for no appreciation? All right, so we're gonna have Stardust starting here, or both junglers gonna be starting on the red side. Stormwing here gonna find Pina, gonna bop him across the head with a jabby sword. I think it's Umbral Dash. Wait, give me a second. What the hell is this Q called? Oh, Darken Blade. Okay. Sorry, I'm not too versed in Aatrox ability names, as I think I've played the champion maybe like 6 times. Most of them was in ARAM, so, and some of them were in Earth. Alright, so now we'll have to see how Waza deals with Victor with the Syndra. Because normally, well, Syndra is good into Victor. Ghost Nation seem to have kind of like okay lane, but that's going to be taking a lot of damage. The Pow rockets, and Nami with the damage, and Batan taking to like 200-ish HP, but keep in mind there is not as much sustain here on the side of DH as there is for DHQC. Victor is going to want to focus on as much farm as possible. Nice Darken Blade to knock up Pina. Gonna miss the sweet spot number 2 and the sweet spot number 3. Not going to be connected with. And we're gonna have to see what build we go here. Pina could be in trouble. Has the ghost, but we get the flash. And Pina gonna be giving over first blood to wake up. Nice flash. Hollow Shadow Mist Q. Well, the Viego stun for a kill here. And yeah. Waza looking to farm as much money with that first strike as he can. The last chapter is super important. What's really important on Victor is that you do not miss cannon minions. And if you ever missed a cannon minion, because the cannon minions give you 10 stacks. It's really important because every 100, so you need 400 total stacks. So regular minions are 1. Champion takedowns are like, I think 30 or 15. And cannon minions are 10. So, another gank here onto Pina. Stormwing gonna preemptively flash, forgetting that Pina has Ghost. So, we get the Aatrox flash for free, essentially speaking. But Pina being denied, being camped, and we're looking for a play here on Ghost Nation. A nice stun into the bandage toss. Not gonna be able to find Stardust might. Oof. And Stormwing just gonna dive, and Pina gonna live. And yeah, now Pina's very happy with that. That kind of mitigates a lot of the gold lead that this Aatrox had from denying all the CS. And Stardust gonna be able to very, very low, but should be able to take this camp and take a recall here. Yeah, I don't think you want to risk anything. We got about 1100 gold, so this should be Bombay Cinder. Batan gonna get caught into the chompers. Then we got the Pow Pow, the fish bones, the zap, the lethal tempo stacking up, and the massive amount of healing. Massive amount of healing. The lower HP you are when you have Revitalize or whatever, I think if you're below 40% health and you get healed, you just heal so much more. But Batan starting to run into some CSing issues. Hasn't taken it back yet. She's out of mana. Really wants to get a recall. And yeah, so we're gonna end. We're gonna end with a little bit of an early CS lead. I believe the Jinx is gonna look to push in the wave. Batan does have teleport, so it doesn't really matter too much. But now Syndra has hit level 6. Doesn't have the money for a Lost Chapter just yet. I think it's what, it's like 1300 or something. I don't really play mages much. So Stardust just vibing in the lane. We rotated Zensei here for the grub fight. Alright. Here's Stardust, level 5. We don't have the level 6. Stardust here gonna have to give up his life here. And that's another kill over to the Viego. I really don't know what we were doing. I think we could have just given up the grubs as we did the 2 games. Just get the first dragon. Now Batan in a little bit of trouble. We already have the anti-heal. And okay, well, Batan gonna be left to die. No Lost Chapter. Feels bad man moment. And yeah. Wake up here, gonna take the Void Grubbies. Pina here, popping the Nos. Viego has access to Flash. And we still have the Ghost, so maybe Pina's gonna be able to make a difference. Another we get a plate though, bot lane. Batan here didn't have the teleport, but Pina kind of just having fun, can build some armor, and sure, the lane is a little bit hard. It's 1-1 right now, Dars. We're in the game 3 of this pseudo fearless game. I say pseudo fearless because we've seen Seraphine twice, we've seen Viego twice, we've seen Syndra twice. The scoreboard is on the top left, by the way. Okay, we got the reset here. We're looking to get away. Blackwax not gonna be able to. Oh, we're gonna flash over the wall, but oh, that's probably a bad idea. We're just gonna give Victor a lot of stacks. Yeah. Oh, can we dodge that last skill shot? No, we cannot. Ooh, Pina is getting taken pretty low here. Stormwing, ooh. Yeah, Stardust just kind of hurts, plus that E shreds like, what, 50% of your armor or something? It's ridiculously good. But who got the feats of warfare? Oh, red team has completed the feats of warfare. Okay, so that's good. That's gonna be 2-0 in objectives though. So it's 1-0 for feats going in DH's favor, but we do have to start contesting some of these objectives. Pina working on his I want to say, I mean, it could be an Iceborne, it could be a Triforce, but Waza gonna take a decent chunk. The silence here making it so that Waza cannot get away, but Batan in a little bit of danger. Somehow Ghost Nation still 20 CS down. I decided I was just gonna go back to farming, working on his Sunfire Keep. A good item here. Really appreciate the build compared to the weird Leandri's builds on a Muumu's that we've seen when you already have like heavy AP on your team. Okay, I mean, Starwing's getting a little bit of poke, but Pina's passive literally says Nasus gains X lifesteal. So, it's kind of like all for naught, you know? So you see he takes a Q. Zensei here, gonna be taken down. Oh, maybe. Super Mega Death Rocket, but we do get the kill. Viego gets a reset, and the Jinx has a decent amount of damage. However, it is a Viego we're talking about. Stardust trying to get away. Ghost Nation here. Just going to be able to get, yet another kill. Waza is pushing. But, if you get grubbies, then taking a turret will be really easy if you have 6 grubs to none. Unfortunately, Waza not there for the rotation, do not have TP. And so Ghost Nation being able to put in a lot of work. Okay, Stormwing putting in like a good amount of chunk. Nice wave clear though by Waza to not miss anything on the turret. They really have to at least try and steal 1 grub. If they don't, it's gonna be the feat of monster slaying going over here to the side of DHQC. Looking at the inventory, we've almost got the Kraken Slayer. Yeah. Okay, so feat of monster slaying has been picked up by the blue team, so it's 1-1. So now this first turret is going to matter. But Jinx is putting in some work. Waza unfortunately keeps getting caught out here by the end of the big boy Death Ray. And looking at the money, Pina doesn't really have the money to get what he wants. There is only 2 plates left bot lane. And so far... okay, Pina here gonna have to ult to try and live, but the sweet spots and the passive, Pina is going to go down. Aatrox does a lot of damage. With having no grubs though, things are going to be a little rough, but 2 people on the turret. There's no TP to get to the top lane by anyone. So Viego and Aatrox are going to have a field day on this turret. And it looks like the Feat of Strength are going to go over here to the side. Are going to go over here to the side of DHQC. Really nice. Wake Up, putting the priority in, slowing Pina's growth down as well. Seraphine Soraka doesn't ever really get anything done in a bot lane. Jinx going to be able to get some good amount of money though. Batan is down almost 2k gold at this point of the game though. Hopefully the Seraphine scales because they have no 80 carries. So in a team fight where Black Wax is in focus and he gets a reset, DH are instantly favored. But the Victor's pretty strong. Looking at the money, the Victor's a little bit up on the Syndra, and the Viego is really fed at this point. Going Triforce after Kraken Slayer. Yeah, Waza taking a lot of damage here. Batan played on hit Varus with a tier and kind of ran it down. And then she had a really good game on Ezreal. Starting from like the mid game. And now, oddly enough, she's playing Seraphine. Oh, almost a steal here from the side of almost a steal here from the side of Blackwax. But unfortunately, junglers with Smite, they just know that if they press Smite, the objective dies. It's a little known fact that junglers sometimes don't realize is that Smite does damage to monsters, you know. Alright, we've got 3 people here in the bot lane for DHQC. I don't know what we're trying to get done. It's Soraka Seraphine, so there's Viego's just gonna take the opportunity to steal some camps. So it looks like we're just gonna be taking the blue away here from Stardust. Okay, Waza looking for a trade. We're gonna find Wake Up here. Get a nice 2-man ultimate. But look at those heals. Look at those shields. The Encore are gonna go wide. And yeah, we're gonna burn both the ultimates bot lane and the flash heal Soraka, the flash on Seraphine. Canadian Whale forced the flash heal over the wall. Stormwing might be in a little bit of danger. And able to just use the Umbral Dash to get back over the wall and stuff. And Wake Up here looking to take this turret. Gonna get caught by the Amumu binding. Nice kill here though. Ghost Nation gonna flash away, but Waza does not have Scorch, so he's not gonna be able to. Not gonna be able to finish the Victor off here. Did have a nice juicy shutdown, but at least Waza does have a nice CS lead, so he's able to maintain, even though he's not really too part of the game, able to maintain like gold consistency. Alright, we're going Frozen Heart first on Pina. And it's gonna be a while before we get to like our core items, but Frozen Heart, a good item. Batan's starting to do a little bit of damage with those double Qs. And Waza making sure that he procs his first strike as often as he can. Batan here, gonna get caught out. Wait, what killed Batan? What killed Blackwax? Was there like a red buff or something? Okay, Stormwing is gonna find Stardust though. We're looking for Canadian Whale. Stardust goes back in. Stormwing gonna get low. Gonna get annihilated here by Waza, and we don't really have any damage. The Chaos Storm, and not exactly there yet in terms of damage, but you can already see the problem with DHQC's draft. Viego and Victor are like the only 2 real damage sources. Aatrox does damage if he can like sweet spot everything, but other than that, the Seraphine, Soraka, they're there to heal the Viego, so they're not really there to do that much damage. Frozen Heart picked up by Pina was pretty huge though, and we almost have the next item here from we'll have the next item here from Blackwax. I would like to see an early Mortal Reminder, if anything. Zensei gonna try and clear some wards out, but gonna be forced away. And here we are A-ramming. Starting the Rift Herald though, we really want to try and push in some turrets. Victor here gonna look to try and finish his Leon Juice as soon as possible to be able to get through to this Nasus. Mumu front line, and that's going to be an uncontested Rift Herald. We shall see if on this Cloud Rift we start contesting some dragons. Stormwing finished his Eclipse, so now we're going towards the Sundered Sky. Black Wax looking to get away. Does manage to get away. Didn't have any sums. The Encore wore off, so it couldn't hit Black Wax. Zensei might be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, we're fighting on divided fronts again like we did in game number 2. So unfortunately, Stardust, Waza, and Canadian Wild kind of had like different ideas on where to take the team fight. And this is what caused us to lose game 2 for DH. So, hopefully, we got Voracious Otacon bot lane, and it looks like is it being started? Yeah, looks like we are starting it. We took the Cloud Drake, so now we are Cloud Soul Point. Zensei is pretty low, though. I don't know if they can do it with just 2 people. But Batan and Stormwing are coming. We're committing the teleport from Waza, though. We don't have any vision. We get the shutdown on Victor, though, so that's nice. Stormwing's not gonna be able to get... does Stormwing get the... does Ghost Nation get the false life if you die before Otacon is taken? Is it kind of like Baron or no? Because if you still get Otacon, that's kind of broken. Okay, so a nice shutdown here by Waza. Gonna be building a little bit of a lead. Storm Surge should be coming in very soon here. But we'll just have to see when we see the Victor if the Otacon buff is going to be on him. Okay, Stardust now working towards the Thornmail. Not looking to build any magic resist, even though there's a decent amount of AP here for the side of DHQC. We do have the Rapid Fire Cannon. Sorry, not Rapid Fire Cannon. Runan's Hurricane here for the side of Black Wax. So we do have our first crit item. Looking to get some Scuttle control. Okay, Batan might be getting caught out here. We'll have to see. The stun doesn't exactly connect. The Encore goes through. But Waza here in a little bit of danger. We get the reset on Jinx though, and Batan is gonna die. It's just the false life though, so we have to get away. And unfortunately, yeah, Aatrox is Aatrox, but the withdraw, and I mean, if you're giving up all this money. And yeah, it's 200 gold. It's 200 gold per kill. So we just gave up 1,000 gold, technically speaking, and some petals. So Otacon kind of wasted. Not really worth it. We even lost Victor the first time. So you do get Otacon if you're dead while your team takes it. So it's not like Baron buff. So at least. But here now, so we're going like the Hullbreaker build or whatever on Jinx. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense versus like Aatrox, Viego. You kind of want like the extra movement speed, the extra HP, the ability to just try and stay alive as long as you can. We're now working on the Leandries for Batan. I don't know how much that'll do. Given that she's going to be turbo squishy. I would have liked a Rylai's, I think, more than a Leandries. Just for the fact that having that helpful slow on the Q and the ultimate could have probably been helpful. Waza here, going to get caught up and just murdered. Unfortunately, this Fed Viego does damage. And it looks like Viego now... I don't know, is this... I I don't know, it could be, I don't know what those components build into. Alright, Peanut just having fun at this point with Stormwing. Yeah, Stormwing at this point in the game can't really touch Nasus, so we have the Iceborne, we have the shoes. Wake Up here looking to maybe find a pick on the Canadian Whale if she gets greedy, looking to clear some wards. And yeah, we've got Cloud Soul spawning in 15 seconds. Ghost Nation here now has the Spellslinger shoes. Okay, the blind bandage toss, not gonna hit its mark, but Wake Up is in the flanking position. Stormwing is, Pina almost has his ultimate again. If he has it, he will just kill Stormwing. Alright, now we're kind of just A-ramming. Now we're going to start the dragon. Batan here looking for a nice encore angle. The encore is kind of just going to go to Albuquerque. Waza here, going to be taken to the Shadow Realm. Stardust trying, but Batan gets a kill here on Stardust. Wake Up needs to be killed. But we get a Storm Surge double kill, but Black Wax just died early, so we had no damage. That's gonna be Cloud Soul, and yeah, this Viego really putting in the work. Let's see how much gold. Black Wax was sitting on like 2,000-ish gold. He really wanted to take a reset, but couldn't. Now that's Cloud Soul. For the side of DHQC, and we'll have to see what we get. We are about 1,000 gold away from the Rabadons. Oh, it builds into Sundered Sky. Oh, yeah, right. Sundered Sky builds out of like 1,000 fucking longswords. Yeah, I forgot. It's like Caulfield. Yeah, it's Caulfield's Tunneler plus something. I think like Ruby Crystal. Alright. Jinx still missing a little bit of money to finish that Hullbreaker. I don't know how impactful that Hullbreaker is going to be, but if we're not able to peel Viego off Black Wax, it just doesn't matter. Waza was taken to like 100 HP at the start of the fight, wasn't able to really contribute much. Landed a nice QE combo at the end, but I mean, when you need your 80 carry to live, Waza here, gonna get taken to the Shadow Realm. Canadian Whale getting punted, but Waza has like 1 HP. And I don't know why we're walking back into the fight when we have no HP. That's a double kill for Viego. Sorry, a double kill for Victor, a kill for Viego, a kill for Aatrox. Things are just going from bad to worse. And yeah. It is very, very unfortunate. The decision making in games 2 and 3 by DH have been very disappointing. I feel like there was little to no proper shot calling for these team fights. It's a mess, and the chaos kind of just shows that we're panicking, like we're super panicking. The game is still kind of winnable, but it's now teetering on the edge of like impossible to come back. But once again, we kind of just took a lot of fights where we had no reason taking these fights. We lost those fights, hence we lost objectives, and yeah. Pina's Nasus is nice, but I mean, if all the Nasus can do is deal with Aatrox in a side lane and not
deal with him in a team fight setting. If we have, yeah, we have like no way to kill this Viego, right? Yeah, Viego's just tankier than a Mumu now. And then he takes over the soul. And Pina killed Stormwing, which is great. But in a team fight setting, he's not able to provide the same levels of peel, you know? And all Batan has to do is like throw a shield up. And Sensei, once again, the heals coming in, super fucking clutch. The silences have been wonderful, stopping people from flashing away and stuff. And this Viego is just so fat that it doesn't matter. He's got so much money. Now the Chaos Storm comes in. It's gonna find... almost gonna kill Canadian Whale from full health. I mean, Pina's taking a turret, but... here we go. Alright. Well, we've got a few more completed items here on the side of DH, but the Victor is fully scaled. The Seraphine putting in work. The Viego now almost on 4 items, working on his first defensive item. And it just feels like he doesn't take any damage. Yeah, the Jinx build, unfortunately, it doesn't really hurt this Viego. And Viego, while one combo is enough to either just one-shot Waza or kill the Jinx. And the biggest problem with super scaling top laners that like become split push fetch, like look, Blackwax just takes a single combo from Ghost Nation and he goes down to like 5 HP. And now Waza gets caught out because Stardust like ran past him. And yeah, Pina teleporting in, but there's 4 people, fed Viego, and yeah, that's probably just gonna be yeah. Alright, that probably looks to be the end of yeah, unfortunate for DH. Very convincing game 1, and then game 2 and 3, it felt like they were a different team. Stardust tried, but at the end of the day, DH could not pull through. Look forward to seeing the VOD tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for Ninetale Fox Void versus Chaos Fury. Is that right, Poo-Poo? Let me just check. Yeah, tomorrow 8 p.m. Saturday evening, or Saturday night, I'm casting Ninetale Fox Void versus Chaos Fury. Best of 3 Fearless. Hopefully we're going to see actual Fearless. That'd be great. But if not, thank you guys for chilling in the stream, watching the games, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao, bye, motherfuckers.